Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Okay, and I believe I am ready. Sorry about the delay. It's raining and it's taken everything I got, and I do mean everything. It's taken everything I got not to not to do a somersault into a split and then jump in that bed. I want to lay down so bad I don't know what to do with myself. Um, it's something about the rain. It just takes all my energy away. Or am I just imagining that? I can't help it. All I It was a lazy, lazy start to the day. And I did okay when I first woke up, but it seems like as the sky has gotten darker, my disposition has become, I don't know, a bit slumped. My eyes are heavy, but I'm sitting here sipping some coffee. I can see why people in Seattle drink more coffee, and it's got to be because of days like this. But it is very, very Seattle outside. I'm like, why? Why right now? If the sun was shining, everything would feel different. I swear, everything would feel so much different. But it's not, and I have to pull myself out of this. So maybe the best way to start is to go, Connie Bomber. Hey, Connie, thank you so much for the super chat. Connie says, love the Squatties family. Thank you, Baron. You're quite welcome, Connie Bomber. Thank you for being here. In lieu of fine chocolates and gold bullion, I say thank you. Uh, Oh, yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And happy Friday to you. And thank you so much for being a member. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay. And with that, okay, I got another screen open. I need to bring up my slides and then I will say hello to everyone. And, oh, nope, that's not it. Yes, but anyway, happy Friday. If only there was a ray of sunshine, I could pull myself out of this. Let me try some more coffee. And the bad thing is, once I lay down, then all of a sudden I won't be tired anymore. Maybe it's just all my imagination. That's all. This is not real. This is my imagination. Okay, and let me do this, and then we're good. 4:40 already. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Uh, Maybe cold water on the face. Maybe that'll do it. Okay. Well, you guys know I've been up kind of late, a couple nights. Did anybody see the video that I made last night? Did you guys cry at the end? Someone gave me an explanation as to what they were singing at the end of the video, but it was a lot of fun making that. I really loved it, and I'll be honest with you, I actually got a bit tearful at the end of it. I thought it was very. It's only because I love Nelson Mandela so much, and so I felt so overwhelmed at the end of it. I was just like, you'd be amazed at how sometimes I get moved by something, and I'm just like, if you put it together, it seems like you already know what's going to happen, but still, that's not enough. It became very emotional for me. So, um, but that's just how I am. I get very emotional about some things. So, um, hello, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to scroll back a little bit and say hi to Annie Bullard, Cookies and Cream, and Joan Commonwealther, who wants to say hi to a few people. Elaine Parker, Sherry Ware, Black Queen, Lorna Williams, Francilia Mosley, Lucy Wynn, Fancy Fancy, Maria Jacobs, hello. Karen, hi. Navi D, Dorian Joseph, let's see. Did I say Lorna Williams? Annie Bullard. I don't want to repeat myself too much. Myra V. Rosa Roberts. Who else do we have here? Maggie Howe, hello. And Lucy Wynn. Uh, okay, Emerald Derrick. I said Sherry Ware, yes, didn't I? Hi, Sherry Ware, if in case I didn't. And I don't know how to say that. Fidel. Oh, there you go. That wasn't so difficult. Let me see. Lisa Glaze. Hi. Ethnic Green, who wants to say hi to a few of her faves. Okay. Hello, Baron. Did you get in touch with? No, I didn't. I don't know how to do that, and I have to tell you guys, I don't want to know anybody's personal information. I just think it's so much better for everybody involved because I don't ever want to be accused of anything. So I don't want to handle anybody's money. I don't want nobody's address. I don't want nobody's personal information. As a matter of fact, someone said, "Oh, now that you've sent a gift to me from the what is that? The Patreon. I guess you know my real name." No, I don't. And I don't know what the gift is either. Nobody will tell me what the gift is, but that's okay. But yeah, I don't want to know any of that stuff. There's been some problems before on the squad where people have made accusations, and I don't ever want to be subject to that. And it's not that I'm an untrustworthy type of person. I like to believe I am, but it's just easier for me to be able to say very clearly, I don't know. I feel better that way. I do apologize, but I just think it's so much easier. Hello, Karen M, who wants to say hi to a few people. So yes, please don't volunteer anything to me because I don't want to know. I don't ever want any of that stuff to come back to me ever. Hello, Sister and Cece. Um, yep. That's. I just think it's safer that way. And plus, given the fact that the derangers are trying to make trouble and things like that, I understand. But yes, so Verda Sanchez, I am very sympathetic to her plight, but I won't be the one to do that. Baron, please, since here to New York, Baron, you're looking at it the wrong way. It's one of God's many blessings that man cannot duplicate. The rain, right? I love that it's raining. I do. I do. I just don't like the way it makes me feel. But guess what, you guys? Since I'm talking and since I'm on Royal Sussex, I have kind of snapped out of it. Can you tell? I've kind of snapped out of it. I'm sipping coffee. I'm talking to my friends, and I am good now. But thank you. Okay. Let me see. Good afternoon, Baron Mods. Let me make that bigger. Oh yes, healing on favor faves, and all of us. Happy Friday. Yes, it is Friday. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So I went all the way to the very beginning. Hi, Joan Garcia. I went all the way to the very beginning, so now I'm trying to go all the way to the end. Uh, Hakwin Pecan, hello. Thank you for being here. Adrian Borrow, hello. Um, okay. All right. Okay. I found a hotspot so I'm able to watch the podcast. I think at least I'm going to try to watch the pod. Verda Sanchez, there you are. I'm just reading. I'm like, there you are. I hope you're safe. I hope you're safe. Yes, everybody has been. I'm just reading. I'm just like, Verda Sanchez. Wow. Talk about overlook things. And here I'm saying, don't worry, you guys. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. I looked right past and didn't even see your name there. Hi, Verda Sanchez. Please tell us you're well. And oh wow. So let me ask you this. I saw on television where a storm had swept away some homes. Did was that where you live? Did that affect you? I think it was in Georgia or was it Virginia? I saw that on television. Let me scroll to the very beginning because I think I'm missing a whole bunch. Let's see. Dakota Water says, hi there, Baron. Can you touch on the fact that Lady C constantly attacks Megan? It's weird and aggressive. Well, Dakota Waters, I never watched Lady C. And there was someone, I don't know if it was you or not, and they asked if I might address that. It's difficult to address someone that you never watch. I certainly know of her. I certainly have seen her before, but in order to protect my own mental health and well-being, I have to avoid. Oh, it was Virginia. Thank you so much. I have to avoid the Lady C's and the Sean Neils, or is it Neil Sean? I can never remember. And you know why I don't remember? Because I never watch him. Um, I don't watch those people. I've seen their thumbnails, and let's say perhaps I'm looking up something and I happen to touch on their video. As soon as they start talking, you know what I do? I go to my history and I remove it because I don't want the algorithm to say, hey, Baron, there's another video from so and so. And the other thing is, if I can catch it in time, I hit that little three-button thing where it says not interested. That's the other thing I do. So I would love to go to battle with these people. No, thank you. Okay. Sorry about that. I would love to go to battle with these people. But the thing is, I don't watch their shows, and that's deliberate. And for your own mental health and well being, I would recommend the same. I know it's frustrating, but we cannot take on all of them. It's a lot of them, and some of them have some vast resources. They are supported by people who like their message of hate, but you don't have to watch them, just tune them out. But there's no way we can miss them all together, but you have to protect yourself. So I would recommend just ignore her. Now, I do have I'm sorry, I did have a passive aggressive way that I would deal with her. Sometimes I would see that she was on a talk show and I would go to, like, let's say something Australia show, and I would take the bio and I would screenshot it, right? Or copy and paste it, and I would put her whole bio on the comment section just one time. Otherwise, you get what do you call it? Tagged as spam. So I would do that. That was my passive aggressive way to deal with her. And then the other way was, of course, I made a video, which some of you all have seen, reminding people that when she turns sideways, she looks like a nickel. Hi, Karen. She does. When Lady C turns sideways, she looks like a nickel. Hi, Karen. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for being a member, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. But Karen, would you agree with me? When Lady C turns sideways, doesn't she look like a nickel? There are some times when I see her, and I think that she kind of looks like I don't know, if Fred Gwynn from the Monsters, remember Fred Gwynn? If Fred Gwynn had transitioned back in those days, if he had transitioned, I would say that Fred Gwynn and Lady C would be a spitting image of one another. So, as I said, I certainly know of them, but I just choose to ignore them because they're just a little bit too much for me. But yeah, so let me see if I can find that video, shall we? Let me see if I can find that. It's one of my greatest hits. Let me see. And I tell you what, guys, I tell you what. If I was, how do I put this? If I was really um ambitious, I would take on those people and try to get in a back and forth. That is a way to build things up for your channel, is to get into these exchanges with them. I would rather protect my mental health than to have to try to do that. I'm not committed to those people like that, and I would rather not. But yeah, I was told like a long time ago that if you want to grow your channel really fast, you have to let people argue and you have to do this. And I wouldn't have any of it. I was urged early on to make sure that I eliminated the trolls. And I was new to the world of YouTubing. I was like, I don't like trolls either. Okay. And so that's what I did. I got rid of the trolls. And then, of course, Royal Sussex, I think, have the best mod squad in the business. And thanks to the mod squad, we have managed to keep things relatively safe here on the Royal Sussex. So that also helps. Oh man, how come I can never find that video when I'm looking for it? Oh man. Oh well, I guess it wasn't meant to be, but oh man, I would love to share. Oh, is that it? Is that it down there? How come I haven't labeled this properly? Oh yeah, that's it. I am going to try to label this so next time I need it, I can find it. Aha. And let me do this right now. That's so weird though, because I'm usually good about labeling stuff, and for some reason I did not label that one properly. Oh man, I tell you guys, some days I can spend the better part of the day labeling videos and video photos. Okay. I think that's it. So let me try this. Let me try this now. And we'll see if we can make it do what it do. We'll make it do what it do. All right. Uh be prepared to enter the absolute petty zone. Because I don't think it gets any pettier than this. I hope this is correct. Which is really so sad. The people with the hate channels, they have like, especially Lady C. As far as I'm concerned, that's a hate channel. And Lady C routinely gets some huge numbers of people who wake up with this desire to hate. I don't understand that. The Fox network here in the US, it's not as though they have. Okay, so that was just a small sample. I don't know what I did with the other video. I mean, it's just kind of expanded from this one, but um oh man. I told you when she turned sideways, she looked just like a nickel. So oh man. Okay. Okay. So does that answer your question? So it's not as though I have never said anything, but oh boy, that just looked like somebody that will take the slipper off and beat you with it. Oh man. Okay. Okay. So I'm done. I'm done, 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 done. All right. Let me get rid of her. Thank you, Elaine Parker. Thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday to you. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. All right. So that's that. Let me take a look at, oh, and one more thing, you guys. So yesterday something happened. There was mention of those Cambridges being here Monday, right? And so I didn't see the first comment, but it was highlighted. And usually, if there's a super sticker, of course, I'm going to highlight the super sticker. But the thing is, I have no evidence that that's the case, and I could not find anything. And usually, when something is as weird as that, I will double check. I will go in and search and see if I can find some information. Well, I neglected to do that yesterday. And as you know, it is, as far as I know, it is not true. It's not likely that they're going to be here Monday. There was really no cause for them to be here. But what I'm going to ask you guys is please, 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 if you see something like that and you believe that it is totally outrageous, before you mention it in the live comments, because there's a lot going on when you're on the StreamYard, if it's possible, please just double check Google and see if you can find something before you share it with us, because it is great that quite often we find out things like, for instance, the fact that Harry was going to New York. That actually broke while I was in the middle of the thing. And then when I double checked, which I should always do, so I'm not blaming anybody, when I double checked, yes, it seemed to be very true. And it was only just that one tweet from someone associated with the event. And from there, it was picked up by everybody within hours. And so, if it's something like that, please just double check Google and find out for yourself. And then, please, at that point, share it with the group. It is wonderful that we can find out this stuff, but um, please don't be so excited to break the story. It's okay if we're a few minutes behind everybody. Take that few minutes and double check. And I promise I will try to remember whenever possible. I will double check myself, because if we grab on to a story like that and share it, then we're actually doing the work of the derangers, and we don't ever want to do that. And there's not too many things that I have found out that anybody in the comments or any subscriber, whatever, it's not much that you couldn't find out on your own. So just in the future, moving forward, please double check those things before you share it with us. And because otherwise, then we're spreading the propaganda for the derangers, and we don't want to do that. And it only takes a minute to double check these things, and to hear people say, "Well, I was watching Royal Sussex." I'm like, "Oh my god!" And as you know, yesterday I was a bit distracted because I had some things I had to do. Otherwise, I would end up knocking on one of your doors and saying, "Hey, remember that paperwork? I didn't fill it out. Now I'm going to need a place to live." Well, fortunately, I filled it out. Everything is done, and I'm not distracted with that today. So, yeah, just make sure that whenever possible, we can't take these things as gospel. We have to make sure we double check. Otherwise, we're doing the work of the derangers, and we don't ever want to do that. Okay. Oh, there we go. So, Kensington Palace announced that Prince William's Earthshot has become an independent charity after a hugely successful first 2 years. Really? As part of the Royal Foundation of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Uh-huh. So there's a lot of small print there, but essentially what everybody is laser focused on is the fact that um, there's a name that pops up that all of y'all are so familiar with, and that, of course, is Jason Knopf. And of course, we have had enough of him, but yeah, yeah. Earthshot is now an independent charity, and Jason Knopf has been awarded Global Leadership Fellow. Imagine that. Well, we don't have to, because it's right there in black and white. It's right there in black and white. Um, there he is, Jason Knopf. Jason Knopf. So, of course, this is like dominating the Twitter right now. When we should all be enjoying our Monday coming up here, but this is how we go into the Friday. And of course, in politics, some of you all may be too young to know this, but they have something called the Friday news dump. Things that the President of the United States or his administration are trying to downplay. They released it on Friday when a lot of people are just trying to get home from work and enjoy the weekend. And so by Monday morning, all of the thunder has already played out. Everybody has either talked about it or is forgotten about. That is what a Friday news dump is. And so I didn't know that they were capable of doing that in the various royal households, but obviously they are because it is Friday evening in the UK, and I would say this is a news dump. And I'm thinking with a heat wave approaching the United Kingdom, most people are not going to be thinking about this. Not that anybody cares, because who in the heck knows what a earth shot is anyway? For the longest, I was calling it earth flop and earwig and all kind of stuff because I wasn't sure what the name was. So yeah, thank you, Kim Coates. Enough of him. Thank you. Thank you. I see you see what I did there. But yeah, so Jason Knopf, uh, who was supposed to have severed, or at least they gave us the impressions that Jason Knopf had severed his ties with the Kensington Palace. Turns out that this guy who was allowed to violate or break or just ignore his non disclosure agreement was able to bypass that in order to try to sabotage things, allegedly, for the Duchess of Sussex. Well, he is still under the umbrella and the protection of the Cambridges. I guess you could say that, yeah. I was caught off guard with the word successful. I see they're keeping Knopf close. Anywho, here is the entire Earthshot family, including the Earthshot dog boarding the Earthshot Uber helicopter again. Well, of course, as you know, this past week, people have been talking about this eco warrior, Prince William, who has never seen a helicopter he didn't like. The Cambridges used the helicopter more than the Queen. I believe they actually used the helicopter more than Prince Charles. They don't do much that doesn't involve that helicopter. I mean, they could just go to the Tesco's and next thing you know, out rolls the helicopter. So this is a constant for them, is that they can easily take a train or Iris says, I just saw that out the corner of my eyes. Um, the man who knew too much, obviously. So the I can't. What is it? Royally Screwed. Yes, that's it. Royally Screwed. She has a TikTok channel, I think. This winter's family like mine are going to have to choose between kids' baths and eating. Oh, I heard that the fuel prices. Yeah, they said that the UK is in for a tough time this winter. Sick and disabled will likely die, all because we're being robbed by the state corpse. Is that the state corpse? Whilst they leech off us, so gross. I can even make a video about it without crying. Royals cost of living rather. Well, um, you guys, I have been saying this for the longest. As much as the Daily Fail loves to ride Biden's back about the American economy and how much stuff costs and the Biden inflation, as they call it. Um, I think people in the UK would be so lucky as to pay what we are paying for our fuel prices. There is a surplus of natural gas in the United States. So much so that if it wasn't so difficult to transport it, we could actually subsidize what's needed for the European markets. Okay, that being said, there's also uh, the fuel prices are going down here. I mean, they're not low, but they're better than what they were. And even if we were paying a higher price than we are right now, it would still cost more in the UK. And so while they are distracting people in the UK with all of these other stories, this winter, people in the UK are going to get slammed something terrible while they're and of course, what will they do? They'll bring out bullying claims again. You know what? We're going to take another look at those bullying claims. I mean, there is some rough seas ahead for the United Kingdom. And right now, they're facing like this massive heat wave. I think Monday it should reach, what is it, 42 degrees Celsius in some places, like 109 degrees Fahrenheit. That's incredible. That is incredible. For the UK, that is very, very hot. I mean, it's hot anywhere, but you just don't usually have weather like that in the UK. And so that eco warrior, his answer to the coming heat wave is to hop in the helicopter, belching all kind of fossil fuel. I mean, nothing burns dirtier. I think you would think diesel is bad. Aviation fuel is horrible on the environment. So Kat Harlem says Will and Kate visit could be confirmed on the royal docket. The Sussexes, I'm sorry, the is it the Sussex squad needs to stop. Oh, thank you so much. The Sussex squad needs to stop promoting the languages. Go radio silent on Earthshot. We cannot wait. We can note Knopf still work for the languages without naming the project. That's true. Of course, if we didn't bring it up, nobody else would. If we didn't bring it up, nobody else would. So I see your point, Cat Harlem, and thank you so much for the super chat. But I just thought about it. If I didn't bring it up, nobody else would. So you know what? Oh wait, you know what? You're absolutely right because nobody over there talks about it. If it wasn't for the squad, I think you're onto something. If it wasn't for the squad, nobody would have noticed this. Who cares? You know what? Touche, Cat Harlem, touche. If it wasn't for the Sussex squad, and I think the only reason why it's a thing for us is because it is rewarding the foul behavior of Jason Knopf. That is the problem with it, is that they're rewarding him for his bad behavior. But other than that, yeah, nobody would even talk about it because it's virtually non-existent to most humans on Earth. Uh, there may be some alien life forms that know more about Earthshot than any of us do. So yeah, that's a great case in point. Thank you so much for your comment. Uh, oh, okay, I thought I heard somebody knocking at the door again. Okay, but there it is right there. Jason Knopf, Leadership Fellow at Conservation International, who has worked on the prize since its conception in his former role as CEO of the Royal Foundation of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. So, yeah, here's a cushy job. That was a nice vacation you took to India. Here's your reward. So, in other words, they are doing a Michael Forsyth with him. And if you're not familiar with Michael Forsyth, that is Prince Charles's former. Was he Prince Charles's valet? Wasn't he like a valet, and then he became the CEO of one of the charities? Something that a valet would be uniquely qualified for. Having put toothpaste on Prince Charles's toothbrush, right? Having ironed Prince Charles's shoelaces, I've heard stories. Having done all those things for Prince Charles, amongst other things, that makes Michael Forsyth uniquely qualified to be a CEO of any foundation, let alone a Fortune 500 company, should the invitation arise. I'm being sarcastic, but should that invitation ever come, having put toothpaste on Prince Charles's toothbrush and ironed his shoelaces, of course you're qualified to run a royal foundation. Why wouldn't you be? I mean, I once peeled back the wrapper on a stick of butter. Surely I could run the I don't know, the Land O'Lakes company. I have used butter before. Oh, these people are too much. They are too much. Let me stop. But you get my point. That makes you uniquely qualified. So Ahem. Ahem. Well, okay, I'll say this much. At least Jason Knopf has had a university education, and he met some people whilst at university, right? And one of those people is right there, Dan Wooten. Yes, Dan Wooten, who is so preoccupied with what's happening with the family. That Dan Wooten. Um, I cannot get over that story right there. Okay, let me make this a little bigger. So this is the people from Kensington Palace, including Jason Knopf and the rest of the gang. So Dan Wooten actually went to school with Jason Knopf. They know each other. Jason Knopf has had he worked for the Royal Bank of Scotland, I think it was. This guy has been in a lot of key positions of power at a very young age. Now, either he's the ultimate opportunist or he knows a lot of people. And so, having someone as powerful as that in a subservient position to, say, the Cambridges or even the Sussexes, whatever you want to say, having someone I'm trying to avoid using the word sinister, but let's say possibly sinister motives, self-serving motives. Having someone like that can be very dangerous. Not to say that Jason Knopf is a dangerous person, but he doesn't seem to have much loyalty because the things that he was capable of doing to the Sussexes, just imagine this, if he was that kind of person, and I'm not saying that he is, but if he was that kind of person with a diabolical spirit, then obviously whatever it is he's done for you to help drive your brother and your sister-in-law out of the country, who knows if he'll turn on you. And we already know that Jason Knopf is more into the power that he wields by keeping everybody guessing what will he do or say next. I don't think that he has much loyalty for the royal family. I think he's more into the power that he gets from being the you know what that he is. I think that's where he gets his kicks is from the fact that he wields a lot of power in the position that he's in, and he likes to make people nervous. Oh, Sheila Watson, I just saw that out the corner of my eye. Congratulations on your 7 months. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And thank you for being a member of Royal Sussex. Okay. All right. Very good. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Okay. Wow, there's a little lag time with my here we go with that again. But yeah, my computer is lagging a little bit. Let me see. Let me see. Assistance available. FEMA, Red Cross, Salvation Army, World Central Kitchen. Yes, World Central Kitchen will be there, etc. We are here for you. Absolutely. Wow. So, Verda, I want to know so much, but the way things with the lag here, and you just got Wi-Fi. So, Verda, would you be able to go live, or you think that would be pushing things? Do you think you might be able to go live? Let me find the link because everybody would love to hear your voice. So I'm going to put the link, and if you think you are able to do it, we would love to hear your voice. But if not, then we understand. But that would be really, really cool. So that's the link. I'm going to pin it to the chat. Okay. Let me see if I can do that. Pin message. Yes, I think I've done it. Okay. And thank you, Sheila Watson. It's truly my pleasure being a squatty. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you again for watching Royal Sussex. I think I'm so okay. So yeah, I know this might be, and if you do have a signal, there may be so many people there may be so many people on that signal that it may not work, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you can, Verta, that would be great because we'd love to hear your voice, and more than anything else, it's you know, but still, if it's possible. But if not, we understand. Yeah, we don't want you to like, push it too much because Lord knows we don't want you to not have a signal. Okay. All right. Thank you, Black Queen. Okay, and then let's go here. All right, so you guys, oh, let me see here. That article is from like 2 years ago, where Dan Wooten said that he gave us. Oh Lord, here they go. Um, Verta, that's not you with the love chat, is it? That's not you, is it, Verta? You're not the love chat. I said to call us. Oh man, Verta, I said call us. I don't want to have that kind of conversation. No, we're not lonely. We're worried. Oh man, I'm awful. Let me stop. Okay, but okay. All right. Well, I guess it may not be possible right now, but or am I speaking for myself when I say we're not lonely, we're worried? Maybe some of y'all are worried and lonely. Uh, oh man. Okay, okay. Let me stop. I gotta stop. So stop. Let me focus. Okay, so if you, I think I did block them, Connie. Well, actually, I put them in the timeout. So let me see if I can block that site. Oh well, since I put them on timeout, I can't block them, but I did put them on timeout. Anyway, let me see. Really? The trolls are coming in? Should I go and do my thing? Uh, Let me see. Crouching Chicken Hidden Egg says, "Hi, Baron. Your favorite cookie and coffee is on me for Monday. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, let me see if I can block this one. Oh man. Uh, Block user. Okay, I think I just got him. Whew. That was a lot of them all at once, wasn't it? Man, where did they come from? Okay. All right, I think I got him. I think I got him. Okay. Yes, blocked. Yes, yes. Okay, so if you guys take a look up there at the top, well, actually, look at all of them. I'm not going to read them all, but the only good news is that we'll come out. Oh, let me stop my phone and turn my phone off. Okay. Will come out of this is when they the papers can pick on someone else. Wish Harry and the family all the best in the future. Hated Wooten for a while. Just listen to him on Lorraine. He spews hatred for most people he talks about, and she joins in. And then, of course, Sod. That's kind of a British thing. Sod them both off TV. Yeah. Oh, that's like some serious language, isn't it? Sod. Sod off. Sod off. Y'all cuss funny over there. Sod off. Pardon. How dare you sod me? Wait a minute. That does that mean soil? I hope so. I hope it doesn't mean something else. Sod. Wait, does it mean what I think it means, or is this something else? Like, that. Oh, okay. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Let me stop saying it because now it sounds weird, like it's part of a word. Oh, it means get lost. Okay, so it's not meaning okay, it means go away. So it's not part of a you know what act because it sounds like I shortened part of a word, like you know, and Gomorrah. You know what I mean? It sounds like I shortened a word, like something and Gomorrah. That's what it sounds like. So I had to ask myself, is that what that means? I thought it meant like, okay, you know what? You know what? I'll just leave it alone because I'm not sure of the origin of that word. And before I get myself in trouble, just like when I was saying nanny's on the roof, nanny's in the oven, nanny's at the door. Well, I didn't know that it meant something else to other people. So when I was saying nanny, 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 it was some people thought it was, odd. So oh man. Oh, anyway, thank you, Crotchin. Wait, Crotchin. Yeah, Crotchin Chicken Hidden Egg. Thank you so much for the super sticker, super chat, and thank you for being a member, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. And pardon my language. And thank you for the super sticker, Tayo Sakani. Thank you so much. Happy Friday to you, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay. Yeah, I had to think about that. Hello, Crystal J. Uh, oh man, so Verta hasn't been able to get through to us. Well, Verta, we're thinking about you. Um, I'm praying for you, of course. Let me see. Okay, thank you, Crystal J. All right, so let's go here. All right. As I said before, they are not coming, but in the fall, that is when we're going to see a Yankee Doodle Cambridge is in the fall. So, you know, kudos, best of luck to them. May they all, you know what. I wonder if they're going to take the helicopter all the way here or will they switch over to a plane? Can you take a helicopter across the Atlantic Ocean? I wonder. Okay. All right. So next, uh, oh, you know what, guys? I have been avoiding this. I did mention it just one time, but I couldn't help it. I saw this earlier. Response to George's plea slammed as young royal face challenge. William's response to his son, Prince George, discomfort at Wimbledon after his parents dressed him in a suit and tie in the heat wave has been criticized. And I think the only reason why I'm bothering now is because of that word criticized. The 8-year-old future king was captured telling his parents, the Duke of Cambridge, um, he was too hot as temperatures soared to 28 degrees Celsius during the famous tennis tournament. To which William replied, "Oh, you're hot, are you?" Hmm. I'm amazed that they criticize, right? But take a look there. I mean, the kid is literally about to drip out of his seat. Could you imagine if this was the Sussexes? Could you imagine? Okay, and that's all I have to say about it. I have nothing else to add to it except for could you imagine? Poor kid. Poor kid. Okay. Sherilyn Ward, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Wow, it's exactly 1,000 people. That is so cool. Okay, Berta Sanchez. Not connected, it says. Oh man. Let me see. Let me see. Do I have to do something? Oh man, Berta. Let me see. It won't let me connect you. I'm trying. Not connected. They will need to connect their mic. Oh, yeah, they will need to connect mic and cam, or yeah, just the mic is fine before you can add them to the stream. So, Berta, if there's a way you can turn on your microphone, that would be great. Again, we don't want you to get stressed out over this because you got enough stuff going on. But wow, that would be so cool. It's popped up here, but unfortunately, this is as far as we can go for now. Oh, but that would be so cool if you can get through. But we understand if you can't. All right. Okay. Sistren says, I hope Mother Nature decides to dump some snow when the Clownbridges decide to grace New York with their unwelcome visit. Well, yeah, and that's provided they even go to New York. Chances are they'll, I think they're going to try to do like a tour, but uh, if I recall, they're going to do something with the Kennedy Center, I believe, and that's in Boston, right? So, or Massachusetts, but I think they're going to do something with the Kennedy Center, but I'm not sure that they'll be in New York. But I'm not for certain because I don't think that there's been an itinerary as of yet. Thank you, sister. Okay, so let me see. Maybe George should smack them like Louis did. Yeah, if George would just try to stick his fist in his mama's mouth, then at least he'll make it on television. Okay, Jillian Anderson, what is it? Jillian Amsterdam membership link are usually in the show notes, pinned in the comment section, and Royal Sussex YouTube homepage in the About section. Really? I don't know who that is. Jillian Amsterdam? Really? Who is that? Should I know who that is? Who's that? Oh, you're talking to Jillian Amsterdam. All right. I'm just like, who's that? Man, what is wrong with me today? Uh, excuse me. I'm just like, who? Let me drink some water. Maybe I'm dehydrated. Hmm. Oh, man. Sherry. Sherry. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Oh, looks like Verta's not going to be able to get through. I'm so sorry, Verta. Anyway, it would have been cool, but if you can or you can't, it's okay. We don't want to stress you out with trying to do something like that right now. Okay, they're making a movie about you know who. Now, this is why I think this is so cool because, as you know, um, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Oh, Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant has had his issues. And by the way, thank you, Celebici, for using that photo. Celebici always seems to find the most provocative photos that they can use. So Celebici wrote about this. I think one of the reasons why Hugh Grant is so uniquely qualified is because he himself has been the victim of the tabloids. And so by playing this role, I think this is a way that he can tell the tabloids to sod off. Is that a bad word? I think it's the way he can tell them to sod off. So I'm saying go for it. Do it. I think it would be really cool. It'd be interesting to see if he can make himself look that beastly. But yeah, and also they may have to use some prosthetics for his eyes because in order to play that part, you have to be able to let's see, where is it? You have to be you have to be able to do that. So if Hugh Grant could actually use some type of prosthetic, then I say yes, give him the part. But if he can't make his eyes do that, and if he can't do that or that, then I say no. But yeah, I think Hugh Grant would be perfect because he's had his troubles too. Keep calm and carry on. Okay, I didn't do this, but someone in the squad did. I thought it was really cool. Mine is, keep calm. There's no leaks in whatever. No, keep calm and something Montecito. So I thought this was really cool. Thought I would share it with you guys. But okay, let me do this. Oh, okay. I just saw that, Sherry. Let's see. Hugh Grant said that's untrue disinformation from supposedly reputable media agency. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that. A statute of trailblazing black educator gets a home in the United States Capitol, replacing a Confederate soldier, a general, a Confederate general. Mary McLeod Bethune. This is the first time that any of the 50 United States has actually financed the creation. Well, actually, the state itself probably didn't, but some people from the state were able to find some private people to back the creation of this statue. Now, if you guys are not from the United States, you have to know something about the way things work here. Our federal government does not finance the United States Olympics. We've had world fairs in the United States. Usually the federal government doesn't do anything. They will officially show up for the opening, but they don't finance. So if we have an Olympic team, it is all financed by corporate donations and private individuals. And so to fill this statuary hall, most of what you see there in the Capitol Rotunda statuary hall are statues that were privately financed. We publicly don't do a lot of stuff like that. Although there are some exceptions, but rarely does something like this happen because the government has finances. So Mary McLeod Bethune, she was a pioneer of the civil rights movement. She worked very closely with Eleanor Roosevelt, one of my favorite people in history. Mary McLeod Bethune was actually in the black cabinet, as it were, for the Roosevelt administration. She was one of the few people that was handpicked of African descent to actually enter the White House, let alone to have any type of impression on policy. And one of the driving forces to get her in that position, of course, was Eleanor Roosevelt. And I think Eleanor Roosevelt doesn't get a lot of credit nowadays, as she's all been but forgotten about by the younger generation. But during the time of the Roosevelt administration from 1933 to 19, was it 45 when he died? Was it 44 or 45? Anyway, for those years that he was in office, um, the real power behind the president, of course, was Eleanor Roosevelt. And of course, Eleanor Roosevelt had a lot of friends, a lot of African American friends, including Mary McLeod Bethune, who, along with Eleanor Roosevelt, pushed for policy to create things like black pilots, and there was units in the army that were led and commanded by black officers, those kind of things. It took until Harry Truman before the military was truly integrated, but those steps in that direction came during that time of Mary McLeod Bethune, and of course her lasting friendship with Eleanor Roosevelt. So, okay, let me see what I can find about her. All right. So, civil rights leader and trailblazer educator Mary McLeod Bethune on Wednesday became the first Black person elevated by a state for recognition in the Capitol Statuary Hall. So, again, there are other images. Like if you look next to her there, I believe that's Rosa Parks. So, she's not the first Black person to make it into the Statuary Hall, but this is the first time a state has made that possible, right? And Florida commissioned the project after a grassroots campaign succeeded last year in removing a statue of Edmund Kirby Smith, among the last Confederate generals to surrender after the Civil War. Bethune joined John Gorey, a pioneer in the air conditioning and refrigeration in representing Florida. Bethune was born in South Carolina in 1875, 7 years after the ratification of the 14th Amendment, which it's guaranteed equal protection under the law for all in the United States. She died in 1955, having helped to lay the groundwork for the civil rights movement. To have her statue here is quite phenomenal, absolutely, as a reminder of what our democracy is about, said granddaughter Evelyn Bethune. Okay. Perhaps most remembered for founding the school known as the Bethune Cookman University in Daytona Beach, Florida, which she started as a girls' school in 1904. She also was one of the founders of the United Negro College Fund, which became a financial backbone for predominantly Black higher institutions nationwide. Okay, after forming strong leadership with Eleanor Roosevelt, Bethune became director of the Negro Affairs Division of the National Youth Administration, a New Deal era program. Bethune led the Black cabinet of President Franklin Roosevelt as the highest ranking Black government official, pushing him to diversify the defense industry and later helping to draft President Harry Truman's executive order. See, there it is, desegregating the armed forces. Yes. Okay, so there you go. As I said, she is one of the reasons why the United States military finally became a desegregated institution, was because of Bethune. Before that, the army, like the rest of the country, the military was segregated. So, very worthy position for her, and right there in the statuary hall in the United States Capitol. What a good day this is, right? And of course, just like Frederick Douglass, Donald Trump thinks she's probably still alive. Remember, Donald Trump thought Frederick Douglass was still alive, and yeah, Frederick Douglass, he's doing a lot of great things. He doesn't get enough credit. Somebody had to tell Trump, he's dead, right? Yes, he's been dead for quite some time, but Verda, let me highlight this one. Okay. Hey, everybody, I'm sorry I was not able to connect. Oh, no worries to the StreamYard. My phone acting funny, so I will get my daughter to look at it and see if she can straighten it out. And I will contact you all tomorrow. Verda, it's okay. I appreciate you trying, but anyway, we're gonna keep praying for you. We're gonna keep praying for you. And the squatties yesterday, everybody was just like, we got to do something, we got to do something. And as I said, I will definitely support, but I don't want to be the one to initiate anything like that for my own personal reasons. But whatever, whenever, I will definitely support myself. So thank you so much for being here in spite of everything else that you have going on. And our prayers are with you. That's um that's a constant. Our prayers are with you. So anyway, thanks you for trying to get in. Thank you so much. Okay, let me go to the next one. Oh, let me see. Was there anything else about this one? There was no conception. It is already a foundation for years, set up by wealthy philanthropic people like Gates and others. So all Nav can be is a fancy babe for something. Oh, really? I hadn't heard that. Okay. All right. It's 2022 and they still have Confederate bus names and statues set up. Well, Church Nelly, you probably heard this, but for the benefit of anybody who hasn't, it is said that it was around the 1920s all the way up until the 1940s that a lot of the Confederate statues and monuments were built, because after World War I, all the way to World War II, there was so many blacks that went off to fight in the war, that when they came home, they were expecting equal protection under the law. They were expecting to end this the lynching and all that stuff going on across the country. They wanted a fair deal, right? They wanted a fair deal, but unfortunately, a lot of people, especially in the rural areas and such, they didn't see it that way. So, in order to quote unquote keep people in their place, they decided to celebrate the Confederacy. Even in the North, there's places where it's been celebrated. Like, for instance, when I went to Iowa City last time, gosh, I think the city library is named for was it no, not Jefferson Davis. I forget who. I think it may have been Jefferson Davis. But anyway, there's a Confederate name on the building. I mean, in the North. And you would think that the South had won the Civil War the way they built all these monuments, but the monuments were not to celebrate any of that stuff. It was to keep us in our places. That's what it was for. Was a reminder to keep us in our places, to keep they in their places. So, um, that's when a lot of those monuments came about. Hey, B10 pal, it's appalling how some folks still want the Confederate statue to remain. Yeah, right. Because of their state rats, and also because of Southern pride. That's that Southern pride, right? I mean, there's a lot of people of color, black people from the South that are very proud of their Southern roots, but not proud of that kind of stuff. I mean, being proud of being from the South can mean a lot of things, from the way you keep your home, the way you go to church, the way you cook your food. But celebrating the Civil War, celebrating the slave culture, celebrating the slave economy, the Jim Crow, that's unacceptable. Hello, Legs. The daughter of the Confederacy wanted to idolize the former generals that were dying and started. Oh, yes, yes, that's right. They did that. You're absolutely right. I remember hearing that too. Additionally, the KKK had meetings on top of Stone Mountain in 1910. And Stone Mountain, there's a monument there. Is that correct? Isn't that one where they took the wall and created this big relief or something like that? Stone Mountain, Georgia, is it? I think I've seen that. Oh, that was for Church Nelly. That's not for me. That's for Lydia. That's not for me. Does anybody have anything to say to me? Never mind. Okay, we'll go here then. Meghan Markle crowned most academically intelligent member of the royal family. And, um, sometimes I think they just need filler. This is probably the third incarnation of this story. This is like maybe the third time this story has come out where they say that Meghan is more academically gifted than the rest of the family. Of course she is. Of course she is. And everybody knows it. One of the reasons why they don't like her is because she's usually the smartest person in the room, the most likable, the most attractive person in the room. And so for that reason, they didn't really fancy her too much. So there you go. Oh, uh, okay, that's not for me. Let me see. Okay, if nobody wants to talk to me, that's fine. I could just talk to myself. I'm okay with that. I don't need anybody. I can make it on my own. Oh, okay, let me see here. Who funds what is that? Yes, funding project is funded by donations from philanthropists and charitable organizations, including what is that? Aga Khan Development Network, Bloomberg, philanthrop, philanthropy. Next, okay, that's another reason the Royals are pissed, because they realize how stupid they are. Yes, they are. Okay. Oh, thank you, Crystal Jake. But somehow I kind of think that I could just doze off and go to sleep, and I wake up and y'all still be asking each other questions. It's okay. People say that removing the symbols won't remove the history. Is left on people's mind. It hurts, but true. We have to be careful because some people still carry flames for the Confederate flag. Yeah, there's two schools of thought here. The history has happened, and removing the monuments, etc., etc. But, but, um, it's not as though these monuments were born out of the event. They came along in some cases 100 years after the fact, or 80, 70 years after the fact. So to celebrate them in present day America. Oh, how about this? How about this? Did you guys ever see that statue of Theodore Roosevelt that they removed from the Museum of Natural History, where he was flanked by a Native American on one side and a slave on the other side? Now, as an African American, bringing my children to a museum and seeing something like that greeting us at the door, I would rather that not have a prominent position outside of an institution that my tax dollars are paying for. So I would say in that instance, yeah, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Move it somewhere. Like they said, the Confederate flag or those statues, those belong in a museum somewhere. But to put it on a state house, a county building, or to see it in my neighbor's front yard, for me, it's a reminder. It's painful. It's a painful reminder of the history that I would rather not look at every day if I can help it. So I understand that people don't want to try to erase that history because it is part of the nation's story. It's part of the tapestry that makes up the United States. But I don't want to see that on the building that I'm helping to pay for. So what do you say? Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find that statue that I just mentioned. Uh Theodore Roosevelt statue. I will find it and I will share that photo and you can see it for yourself. Taken down. That's the one. That is the one. Okay, so I will share this and you can see it for yourself. Oh yeah, that's pretty disgusting. I mean, it's a beautiful work of art. It's a beautiful as works of art go. I think that is absolutely beautiful. It's well, I'll say it's very handsome. It's but when you see it, you can understand why some people had a problem with it. So I will do this. I will oh, yeah, that works. Give me a second. Stay with me. I will show you why some people have a problem with this statue. All right, here goes. So let me do that. Go back over here. Bring that up again. All right. Oh, if this works, I will be amazed. Let's see if it works. Come on, come on. Let's do this. Open, open, open. Aha, there it is. So that is it right there. Notice on the left side, or his right side, there's Theodore Roosevelt, the great white father, on horseback in a position of authority. And to his right, or our left, is a Native American representing the people who suffered and died as the result of warfare and genocide. And there on the right side is an African, someone who was snatched from his homeland and brought to a strange world and, of course, put into bondage. Chosen, chosen because of his resistance to disease and his ability to work in a lot of heat. And the fact that, of course, that African, just like the native, was very used to agriculture, like for instance, rice. People don't know this, but a lot of slaves helped to cultivate rice in the old days. So that is why that statue was removed because people found it offensive. So I think it, as a work of art goes, I think it is. It shows a lot of representation and everything, which is the point. But I think if you would have I don't know, replace those images with other people for a different purpose, like say George Washington and then put some of those founding fathers at either side of him instead of people of color, then I would say, wow, that's amazing. But if that was the case, then they would have put everybody on horseback, right? Let me see. Lorna Williams says, Baron, finally, country music is recognizing where their music comes from. Several country artists will not play with Confederate flag, I think, in the audience. Uh, well, good, 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 because that flag can be very polarizing and I say offensive. It can be very offensive. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, that's for Elaine Parker. Let me see. Enslaved, please. They didn't want to be there. They were enslaved. No slaves to me. Yeah. Okay. You're right. There you go. Well, anyway, now you can see why that was removed. But okay. Yeah. What Church Nelly said, I guess. Did I mention him? I don't know. Okay. I can't. Church Nelly, I can't hardly go a conversation without mentioning the Chambridges. Anything that happens, the first thing I say, William did it. It was William. William did it. I saw him. It was William. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me go back over here. So, All right, so you guys probably saw this yesterday on the Duchess of Success, which, by the way, you guys, the Duchess of Success explained the bots thing very well. I was at a loss, but I was very impressed. I thought she explained things very well. So if you didn't catch it and you're trying to figure out what's all this stuff going on with the bots, uh, go to Duchess of Success from yesterday, and she explained things very well. Um, yeah, but the whole bots issue that has been quite the emotional thing on Twitter. But apparently, it's been easy to spot the bots, as it is to say, because the bots have been responding to things that have nothing to do with the topic. So if they find something that seems as though it's talking about Meghan or something like that, then they would respond to it. So it is really complicated. And Christopher Bozy, of course, as people say, he's doing God's work. He's been tackling that, and over time he's been exposing some of those things. So yeah, it's really out of hand. So there you have it. This is the stuff that the Sussexes have been up to since they left Narnia. And let's see, well, Invictus was still there, but yeah, since they left Narnia, most of this has happened, like NAACP, Better Up, The Me You Can't See, Well Child, that's from Narnia, Halo Trust, Narnia, Sent to Ballet, yeah. Well, then there's the bench, and then there's the 40 by 40, Aspen Institute. Let me see. So some of the things are continued and some are previous. So that is after the fact. Like, for instance, Archwell and Netflix. So this is what they've been doing. And there's no way that you could remove all of this and substitute anything that has to do with other people in that family, because there's no there there. But with the Sussexes, they have been extremely busy. Like, for instance, Time Magazine. The reason why they keep putting them on Time Magazine is because they deserve it. So one of these days, you guys, we are going to find out that the Sussexes, like, for instance, what is that Nobel Peace Prize? Am I saying that too soon? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But they will be recognized and awarded for their efforts. Rest assured. So you guys don't despair with all of the negativity. There is an abundance of it going on in the Twitter sphere and on social media and stuff like that. And of course, again and again, we have been let down by some of these American television networks and the likes that seem to parrot all of the talking points from the Palace of Windsor, or I'm sorry, of Kensington and Clarence House and such. But don't despair. I do believe that because the squad is growing, because more people are noticing these things, it is finally sinking into people who otherwise have ignored our voices, that there's something going on that is not fair, is unjust, and we just have to maintain our position. And whatever you do, if you decide to take on some of those haters, don't make it personal. Definitely don't threaten anybody. We have to show that we can defend ourselves and say what needs to be said without, having somebody complain about us. So that's what we need to do, is just stay in character. Don't let them get to you. Madiba. So yesterday's video, I'm going to share it with you guys right now in case you didn't see it. I know some of you all watched it several times, and some of you all were like, looks like a food truck to me. I can smell a food truck video a mile away, and that's got food truck written all over it. Who he think he fooling? That's a food truck video. But some of you all Some of you all have trusted me and believed in me and watched it anyway. So thank you for that. Um, but anyway, I'll share it with you right now. Okay.
Being the year of the centenary, I think it's important to ensure that we support initiatives that are continuing my grandfather's legacy and ensuring that people get to, know more about his history. There are a lot of people who actually don't even know what Nelson Mandela really did. They know who he is, but they don't actually really know the extent of what he went through and what he did.
La
Okay, so that was what I did last night. Now, Tiger Cub, or is it Tiger K Hub? Tiger. Anyway, I was said to me in the comments that the lyrics. Let me see. What is it? Asim Banaga means we have not seen him. Johnny Clerk was South African, and he was singing about Nelson Mandela being in prison and not seen anymore. So that's where that's what that song means, is that we don't see him anymore. And anyway, so that was what I did last night, and I really had a fun making that. It was very emotional at a certain point too. So uh, yeah. Okay. So anyway, um, and that's I call her Gracie Michelle, but maybe it's pronounced differently. But I call her Gracie Michelle. But I see there's an A at the end of Gracie, so I'm not sure. But then I saw it someplace else with that accent on the A, so not sure. But anyway, that I'm very glad that the Sussexes have this connection to South Africa. Well, a continued connection to South Africa, especially for Harry, who met Nelson Mandela as a child. Very happy about this. So, thank you all. I'm glad y'all liked it. I just wanted to do something extra yesterday, so that was it. And then, of course, after I watched it a couple of times, and then after seeing that explanation, then I started getting emotional about it. I was just like, oh, you know? So that's the weird part about it. Then after I watch it, then I start getting emotional about it. So um that was the unintended consequence of it was we have not seen him. Then all of a sudden I was just like, oh my God, that's tragic, beautiful, tragic at the same time. So okay. All right. So it's still happening, huh? Let me see. I'll get rid of him that time. All right, I think I got rid of him. I think next time I'll go back to changing it so we won't have the trolls. I do apologize for this, mods. I can do something with the so we won't have the trolls like that. Um but yeah, they just like with the Sussexes, because they see that we are gaining ground where this, you know, just cause is concerned, because they see that we are gaining ground, they are just trying to disrupt whenever and wherever possible, because they don't like the fact that, as you know, the Sussexes are winning. They can't stand the fact that the Sussexes are truly winning. So um I guess in a way, as much as I hate that that they're attacking the channel like that, at the same time, it lets you know that at least we're on the right side of history, because if it wasn't for that, they wouldn't bother. So let me see. I can do this. Okay. And all right. So I am going to eliminate eliminate the trolls right now. Okay, just like that. Trolls be gone. At least I think that did it. So, okay, they should be gone now. I think either that or I just blocked the wrong people. No, nobody's been blocked. But if you haven't been on here for a certain amount of time, you won't be able to comment for the rest of this day. So um, that will take care of that for a while. So bye, trolls. Bye, trolls. See you in New York. See you in New York. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mods. Sorry, mod squad. I am so sorry. I should have done that a while ago, but I was um, I was being neglectful, and I do apologize. So again, thank you, mod squad. Sorry that I was a little slow off the block there that time. Okay, and since let me see, I got that, love that, love the whole thing. Just everything about it is beautiful. Keep calm, no leaks in Montecito, as I love to say. And yes, I'm going to say it again. I do believe that there is a striking resemblance between that of the late actor Ernest Borgnine and the Duchess of Cornwall. I think that they are twinsies. I think that if you were to, I don't know, just change his hair, you wouldn't have to do anything to the eyebrows or anything like that. But it's just a matter of the hair. And I promise you, you wouldn't be able to tell one from the other. Yeah. Oh, by the way, happy 75th, you home wrecker. Happy 75th birthday, home wrecker. You know, and the best part about it is I can say home wrecker, adulterer to either that person or that person, and I wouldn't be lying. I wouldn't even be lying. I don't even have to worry about having said it because it's true. So, you know, that's the fun part about it. You don't even have to say anything. Yes. And then of course that person up there says gives exclusive interview to the Daily Mail. Well, all of that conspiring that she's been up to, let me get rid of that. All that conspiring that she's been up to is about to pay off big time because as I said yesterday, they oh, by the way, who's this on here? Chef Sandy Love. You know what? I almost forgot. There you go. Go ahead, Chef Sandy Love.
Hello, everyone. Hope
Hello,
you're all
Chef
doing
Sandy
good.
Love.
Hello, Baron. Oh my goodness, you make me laugh and laugh and laugh. My whole household are laughing. They're
Oh,
loving it.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you.
And when it's time, they're like, "Mommy, it's time for for Mr. Baron."
Thank you for watching Royal Sussex.
Oh yes, I'm gladly glad to listen and hear you. Um, a big thank you to all my amazing squad, more than all of you, Lydia, Church Nelly, all of you. I don't call you the names, but honestly, you're in my heart. And to every one of the squaddies, I'm so grateful to all of us as a community, as people. Um, Now, I had a lot of things to say in the past, but because it's been a busy one to all of us, a busy moment for everyone. Sometimes I'm not connected. I have to like listen later on. But trust me, every day I'm with you, Baron, and the squaddies.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. And the other platforms, right?
Of course, almost everyone. I'm beginning to discover new ones that you're able to share on the platform. And
Yes.
trust me, I share to friends, to relatives all over the world, and they're loving it. They are
Great.
loving it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, none of us can watch all of them, but you know, when I can, I try to support as many of them as possible. And you know what? It's an embarrassment of riches now because there are so many platforms, and
Hmm.
we can pick and choose the styles and stuff that are most comfortable to us. And then also
Amazing.
based on the information that they're sharing, like, okay, like yesterday,
Exactly.
I couldn't sort
Mm,
out anything with these bots and everything. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch Duchess of Success because she's really good at explaining stuff like that. Me, not
exactly.
so
You're
much.
mm, you're on the same boat with me, Byron.
Right,
Some I do know that there are some out there, but some of them are not really what I want. With due respect, I like it. I mean, I respect everyone, but everyone has a choice. You know what I mean? To what you want.
right.
And I love you for
Yeah.
that. And you make me laugh. You make everyone laugh. Baron, you're amazing. You don't know it, but
Oh,
you
thank
are.
you. Thank you.
um, I have few things to say. But first of all, a big shout out to all my beautiful ladies and Miss Verde, my heart and thought and prayers to you and to everyone that is going through whatever situation it is. I just want you to know that the Lord is on the throne and that there's a light in every end of the tunnel. And one thing I just want to
Okay.
say, life is a circle. It comes around and goes around. We have beautiful moments and we have some bumpy moments, but doesn't mean that it's the end. The Lord will make it perfect again for you. Yeah.
Amen.
So I just want to say something about our amazing Harry and Meghan. It's not a coincidence that Meghan and Harry are together. Is the power of vibration. That's number one, which means the Lord on the throne made this to come to be. That's number one. If he didn't make it to be, it won't come to be. And why is it so? The way you lay your bed so you lie on it. Diana, I keep repeating it, and that's why I love it. Each time you put her and Mama Doria for the respect and recognition about who they are and who they made them to be. You know, God watches everyone and how we live our lives. And He makes us who we are at the end because karma, whatever it is, she's always at the door knocking. Um, they try to break them down and they're still trying. You know, all the haters, all the so-called royal roars or whatever their names are, they are also things, they're dysfunctional people down there because what Megan is not what they are, and because they can't breathe without them, and this is always been who they are from the beginning that they need to live on the life of others to be who they are, and that's what they are doing. Let me tell you something. All the pains that our ancestors have been through, all the pain that not even our ancestors, other people have been through from the wealthy and rich society is going back on them. In the past, yeah, they live and everyone is bowing down to them, to all the continent of the earth, saying, yeah, yeah, this is who they are. This is not, look, the earth is shaking, the vibration is going. The power of vibration is moving because it's knocking back to them. I don't care. Megan is not wearing no crown. These are cursed crowns. The jewelries are cursed. Land are stolen. You know, jewelries are stolen. um, Gold, diamond, whatever have been stolen. People are being taking all that they have from them to make them rich and famous. The tears is shaking, the vibration is moving. Baron, this is not an ordinary thing, it's the power of vibration. Why? Because the Lord of hosts is on the throne. And I love this tea time. We're sipping it and watching it. And that's just the beginning. Everyone pointing hand on Meghan and Harry saying all sort of things. I'm not shaking, you know. The only thing I'm praying that Megan has the power and grace to move on because he's going back on them. It's not on our own power, it's the power of vibration. It's the power of our ancestors and the maker of the heaven and earth. This same cycle as the squad is creating now, more and more continents are getting it. And it's not an ordinary thing that just stood up, just started that like that. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm kind of shaky because I'm emotional a bit being on. on live, but we need to speak. You've always been there to speak out, but we need to support you to share our views on the things that are happening and the things that we are seeing. This is just the beginning, Baron. They've lived their glorious time to shine, to destroy the happiness of others. This is the time for, for the universe showing itself with the power of vibration. This is just the beginning. Fingers crossed. Church Nelly, get your drink, get your whatever. I don't want to advertise some things that we're not to have because some people like it, some don't. I'm getting my favorite. Everyone get yours. And let's relax. Let the power of vibration take its course. This is not just losing eyelashes. Oh my gosh. Not only eyelashes, a lot of other things are coming. We're not doing nothing. We're just sitting, doing our thing, supporting the successes on positive vibes. So let's continue to support. Let's continue to move on. Cause the nature is taking its course by vibration is circulating. This is just the beginning. Our ancestors are down there shaking it, Baron. I'm just saying it because it's the fact. It is. Continue and we support you. It's just nature doing its thing. They might try with power, with authority, with money, whatever. But this is the power of vibration. This is the universe. This is the word of God that says, vengeance is mine. And that's what is happening. Let them keep moving. Let them keep doing it. But we're not doing it on our own. It's the Lord of hosts. It's the power of vibration from every land and continent. It's not a joke what I'm saying, but it's a fact. And this is just the beginning, guys. It is it. I'm not saying on my own power. I'm saying on the power of vibration of our sisters, of the tears, of the pain that is being sent to every one of us, because every one of us listening, praying for justice, praying for good causes. We have one thing or the other that one of our generation has suffered because of those cold, so whatever. And it's a time to pay. That's all I have to say, Baron. Keep the good work. Love you, my squaddies. Lydia, darling. Church Nelly, and all of you. I don't call your names, Connie Bama, all of you. I love you. Keep the good work, Baron.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. And thank you for sharing that with us. Excuse me, we have to be reminded again and again because with all of the negativity that's been
Mm,
coming toward the Sussexes, been coming toward the squad, been coming toward women of color or any
mm.
women for that matter, um, we need to remind ourselves of that because it seems like the people that have just in their heart, that have justice in their heart, that have compassion in their hearts, that's been under attack for quite some time with the Boris Johnsons, with the Donald Trumps, with the that guy in Brazil.
Yeah,
As you can see, the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
world seems to have embraced that stuff,
Don't
and
worry,
and it's
Baron. Let me
because
tell you one thing.
it's because
Gone
they're
are those
afraid.
days. They come
Hmm.
with horses and chariots. They come
Right.
with whatever they say or whatever they do, the authority. But I tell you one thing. We have the power of vibration and it is moving. I'm telling you, it is moving. They
Hmm.
continue whatever I don't care. I'm confident and I'm standing on that power vibration from the north to the south, from the east to the west. Is just mark this. It's not me. It's the power vibration. It's gonna come knocking on every one of them, and everyone trying to put ahead, trying to use their powers and authority to think that yeah they can do it. Is rotting on the ground. Is vibrating. It's gonna get on them. Not only the lashes, yeah, but the wind. The wind, you can't control it. It will come on them. We don't need money. We don't need authority. Everyone will go down under the 6 feet one day in due time. So if they're beyond that, they shouldn't go down there. We all go. So if we all go, the vibration can be stopped because the Lord of hosts made it so, and so will it be. Is knocking and it will. Let them come to. Don't worry, Baron. Keep doing, keep pushing. And we're here pushing it in every land and continent. Not our own power, is the power of the wind and vibration. The Lord of hosts made it. So be it.
Well,
Let's keep
that's
pushing.
why they're attacking us because they're the ones afraid. those people that's supposed to be in authority, they are the ones afraid. They're afraid
Exactly.
that like you said, our ancestors, that the black and brown and the yellow and the red
Hmm.
people, they are afraid because they know that the injustice that has been perpetrated on the other continents among the other people, they know that that's coming back to them.
He's coming back, and he's coming back with forces. The wind is blowing it. Listen, Baron, it is what it is. They try to paint us, to deceive us, to say things that make you, oh. It's paytime. We don't need to go fight with horses and chariots. The power you're using now is just enough. The wind, the vibration is taking its course. We don't need to fight now. Let's. The only thing I'm gonna say, keep being positive. Let's be supportive. Let's be helpful to whoever we can reach out to be. Let's not take violence. No. Let's not take insult
We
at the
don't
art.
need
Let's make it.
violence.
You understand
We
me?
don't need
Let's do it that
violence.
way.
We got justice on our side.
Exactly. So the wind is blowing, the power of our ancestors. They think it's a lie when we say these things, but they are powerful and they're real. We don't need no crown. It's our inheritance from the land we grew up in. That's what God gave us. They belong there underground. They took it out. It's what is ours. So when they lay those on their head, the curses is following them wherever they go. That's why they don't have peace. No matter what they have, they won't have peace because they took it from the power of vibration and it's hurting them. Thank you, Harry, for choosing the right way. And trust me, Harry, you're on the right move. Nothing is shaking you. You're a choosing guy. You are. It's not a coincidence. It's a power of vibration. It connects. It's a wind like a tornado. God bless you all. Have a
And
lovely day.
have you noticed
Mm.
how terrified they seem to be that he's going to have the world stage Monday? That
Ignorance
terrifies
is
them?
the power of vibration. That's just the beginning.
Yep,
That is
they are
just the beginning.
terrified. I have never, I mean, since this seems to have shaken them more than the Oprah Winfrey interview for, well,
Because you
actually,
know what?
I won't say more, but I'll say as much. This seems to
Listen,
bother them
this
as much
thing,
as the
this is the
Oprah
power of
interview.
vibration, and the main one going in there is gonna shake it more. I told you, the word is the power of that of it's gonna come. That's the
Hmm.
beginning. The wind is on the air, is on the land, on the ground, the earth is vibration. They can't stop it. No one can. The creator of the universe is in charge, and
I
karma
even
is there
think
answering.
I even think sometimes that it's not so much that they're bothered by Megan as it is the fact that she has awakened the giant. She has
Exactly.
she
You know
she has
why?
awakened
He
the
used the two
giant.
forces. The forces of what they used to feel that they're above, and he used the forces that felt it wasn't nothing to bring it. The
Right.
head, you know, let me tell you, the word of God says we're the head and not the tail. We're above and not beneath. So it can be changed. That's what we are in due time, and that's what we are. We are possessing our position.
Harry is
This
the
is our
true
time.
king. Harry is the true king, and the rest of them know that. They know
Hmm.
that. They know he's the true king, and they know that by himself he's more powerful than all of them together, and that
That's just the
scares them.
beginning. We don't
They are
worry. You don't
so
need to
afraid of
worry. We
that.
don't need the money. We don't need the authority that they have. They have all this, yet the Lord chooses his own. Is from two people from different continents. He did it. He was planning it through Diana. Out of the dust, he picked what he chose and he make it the best. So guys, don't be shaken. We are just starting to relax, enjoy, and possess our possession. The vibration, the wind, the air, we're on it. Guys, let's keep pushing. Fingers crossed. That's all I have to say. Don't be discouraged. Don't be afraid. They might shake, they might use the authority to try to shake it, but the vibration is on from the ground. They can't stop it. And it's in the air, it's in the land. We are marching forward. Harry, you are powerful. The forces are around you. It's not of men, it's not of voodoo, it's not whatever they say. It's the power of the Lord of hosts and the universe. our ancestors are awakening.
Well, thank you, Sandy. It is getting close to that time, so I try to keep it under 2 hours. I am going to Ginger Avenger us
Yeah.
out of here. And of
Thank you so
course,
much for having me.
I want you to give thanks to who? Go ahead.
Church
Our
Nelly,
two
Big
faves.
Lady.
All
Um,
right.
okay. Our Mama Doria
Okay.
and Princess Diana, the Queen of
That's
Hearts.
right. We always give thanks
Hmm.
to our two faves. And thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for those calming words. And matter of fact, why don't you give us the last thought of the day?
Stay blessed, stay focused. Nothing do us. That's it. Have a
All right.
lovely weekend.
Thank you too. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys, you heard it. That was our last thought of the day. I am going to Ginger Avenger us out of here. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. I'm so used to looking for somebody that had a last word, but I don't have to. Someone just did. All right. So thank you, Chef Sandy Love. And thank you, moderators, and Q Ginger Avenger. Okay, go Ginge. All right. Thank you so much, Sherry Ware. I got the list. I got the list. Thank you for today's donations, Connie Baumer, Karen, Elaine Parker, Kat Harlem, Sheila Watson, Crouching Chicken, Hidden Egg. Also, thank you, Sheila Watson, for your membership of 7 months. Tayo Sankani, thank you. And also Sherilyn Ward. And thank you again, Chef Sandy Love, for that very inspiring, encouraging word that you gave us. Let's see. I'm just going to scroll through, make sure I didn't miss anything. Uh, yes, please. Thank you on the way out. Thank you for being here today, Joan Garcia. And let me see. All right, you guys, I am still wide awake. However, I'm going to lay down for a little while. Oh man, you guys oh yes, Lydia Barber. That's true. That's true. That is true. So much. And it does that's the best way to put it. It's like a vibration. It's like they are terrified of the fact that Prince Harry is you know I it, I I don't have words. I don't have words, but it's something about the fact that these two people have walked away from that institution and that they're thriving and that Harry has been awakened. He was in a slumber, if you will, but he's been awakened. And it took a equally powerful person to draw him out of that, to draw his greatness out of him. It reminds me, I don't know if you guys watch any of those superhero shows, But oh yes, yes, I saw that, and I didn't what do you call it? Um, but yes, I did. I saw that, and you know what? I'll make sure that I put that in the community tab. But anyway, in the X-Men, one of them had so much power that they would suppress her power because they were afraid of the fact that she could, you know, deal with them. You know what I'm saying? That she had more power than the rest of them. Not a whole different thing, but the point is that they had to try to make her less than because she was so much more than. And I think that's what they've been doing to Harry for a long time. Is because Harry is so much stronger than his brother and so much stronger than anybody else in that family. And they have been suppressing him for so long. But again, somebody has awakened him and reminded him of exactly how great he is. Something, it's like the Wizard of Oz. It was like you've always had it in you, and he's always had it in him. And they did everything they could to try to suppress that, just like they tried to do his mother. They did everything they could to try to hide that from him, that he's such a great person, and he is. He is. And they're the ones that should be afraid because they are the ones that are taking advantage of the taxpayers and just about everybody else they encounter and getting away with so many things. And all he has to do is just show up and be brilliant. So I'm looking forward to Monday. And you know what? It's such a short time away. Every day is that much closer. So we'll see. And anyway, thank you everybody. Yes, he's got Megan at his side. This is a power couple. A power couple. They're attractive, they're intelligent, they're resourceful. All of those things, all at the same time. Not one or the other or anything like that. All at the same time. They're all those things at the same time. So thank goodness that we're here at this time in history, and thank goodness we're here at the right time and on the right side to see this. So I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much. And also that thing uh, that Sherry Ware just mentioned, I am going to do that before I do anything else, and then I got to make a thumbnail. Oh God, I got to make a thumbnail. But yes, I'll do that right away, and then you can see. But Dr. Shola is going to be a keynote speaker herself, and we'll look forward to seeing that. So, okay, see you guys tomorrow. Love you. God bless. And I'm out of here.